Sorry for the delay. I blame Jared, as I usually do. Hi, everybody. How are you? Is somebody else joining me? Daniela, is somebody else joining me? Is somebody else coming on stage with me? It's just me? Okay. There you go. There you go. That was a bit aggressive, wasn't it? I apologize. Let me just put this back. Okay. Hi. The jet lag is starting to set in. If I follow, does anybody have a glass of water? No? Somebody's just gonna splash me with water if I fall asleep. I'm just kidding, I will never fall asleep. Oh, look at this beautiful young lady over here.
No.
Do you have a question for me?
Yes, please.
Okay, what is it?
One of my favourite episodes is on the head of a pin.
Yes.
Okay. Can you hear me? Sorry. The scene where Alistair put his thumb in your neck looks so real.
Yes.
And did he?
Yes.
Wow. How did you cope with that?
Chris, who was playing Alistair at the time, that was a very intense scene for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
And when you work with somebody like Chris, who is a very, very seasoned actor and very professional and really knows his craft, I often fell victim to becoming an audience within the scene, watching him work because he's that good. But you trust him, and he trusted me, and we knew that we could go a little further maybe than you normally would with the physicality of the scene because we trusted one another as actors. And that's kind of a cool trust to have with somebody. It's something that I have with Jared, it's something that I have with Misha, with Mark, with these guys. And it was something that I had with Chris. And so he and I kind of were able to take it to the next level because there was a trust, a mutual trust between the two of us. And so, yeah, so it was, the more real it is, the more, I think the better the performance can be because you're surrounding yourself with more lifelike elements that help the performance. So, yeah, that was...
It did look real.
What's that?
It did look real.
It did, well, because it was.
Yeah. Wow. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay.
Hi there.
Hey there.
First of all, thank you for turning all the girls into zombies last Tuesday. We are still crying on the inside. And my question is there any book you would want to play the main character of if it was turned into a movie?
Yeah, there probably is, but all of those books have turned into movies, and I haven't been able to play them, so...
Tell us which one.
Well, I don't know. There's, I would say that the issue with really good books is they get rights bought to them, and then they actually do get turned into movies, and then they cast those movies, and they are generally by film actors, and Jared and I have to stand by and watch those books get made into films, and those films go on to enter the theaters and make money, and but that's fine. That's because we love our job and we love playing the roles that we're playing, and so that being said, nothing necessarily comes to mind that isn't already a movie and hasn't already been played by an actor. Yeah, I wish I had an answer for you, but I don't. A lot of the books that I really love have been turned into movies, so.
And thank you for staying with us and with Dean.
Well, absolutely. It's a good gig, and I enjoy it, and I'm glad you do too. Hi.
Hi. What's your impression as an actor of Dean's character development over the last season? And in particular, do you think Dean's acceptance of the mark of Cain was an act of self-punishment for Kevin's death?
No, I don't think it was punishment. I mean, Dean feels a lot of guilt, and he's felt a lot of guilt for a lot of years. It's kind of something that it's a part of who he is. But I don't think that it necessarily drives any one decision that he makes. I think that he decided to go to say yes to the Mark of Cain because he got focused on a mission. And Dean is very mission-oriented. You give him a task and he will do anything and everything to make it, to complete that task. And so I think that that when Kevin happened and when the truth about Gadriel came to light and all these things happening and the fact that his brother was like, yeah, I don't really care about you anymore, and all of these things kind of played into the fact that he's like, well, you know what do I have to lose at this point? So, yeah, I'm gonna say yes, and I'm gonna do something, and I'm gonna go down swinging, and I'm gonna try to at least swing for the fences, and maybe I'll hit a home run, and maybe I'll strike out, but damn it, I'm gonna go to bat. And I know that's a baseball reference, and probably most of you are like, what? I don't. But anyway, that's kind of what I think he was feeling in that. It was like, you know, there's nothing to lose anymore, so why not? And then the first part of the question was, what do I think about the evolution of his character?
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, you could write a dissertation about the evolution of Dean's character at this point. I think that I like where it's gone. Could it have gone 1,000 different ways? Sure. I think where it's gone has fit the story well. I think there have been turns and twists that may have not been necessary, but were, and they've then, I mean, look, everybody, you know, everybody's done things in their past where they're like, maybe I could have done that a little differently. And I'm sure there are those things, those decisions that Dean made in the past that he may have looked back on and been like, maybe I didn't make the right decision there. But you know what, it's made me who I am today, and that's what I have to live with. So I like where Dean is today, so my impression of his evolution is positive.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks. Hi.
Hi, Jensen. If you had the opportunity to be a character in any musical play, which character would you like to be?
Any character in a musical play?
Uh-huh.
Is this a trick question?
Yes.
Great.
Just any musical, which one do you like?
Well, I've been in one musical.
Oh, really?
For those,
Yes.
I'm sure, I don't know. Did anybody know that I've been in a musical?
Yes.
What musical? West Side Story. Who did I play? What? No, Tony. So, yeah, in my very early years, I played Tony in West Side Story, and that was the first and only time that I've done musical theater. That being said, I know kind of the classics, but
Yeah.
that was a pretty fun role. I didn't expect to get it. Try to think of some of the other. What's your favorite musical?
Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rouge?
Yes.
Well, Ewan McGregor did a pretty good job. I don't know that I want to even touch that, so. What else? What else do you like? What is it?
I like, you know, the normal Grease. I've been to see that in the West End. And
Okay. Oh, yeah.
It's the oldie.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's no one character that I'm dying to play, you know. It's but if I got a chance to play Danny, or if I got a chance to play Jean Valjean, I don't know. I'd probably pee my pants.
But you'll be very good at it.
Well, thank you for the vote of confidence. I'm not so sure, but thanks. Hi.
Hi. I wanted to ask you, what are your favorite aspects of the friendship Dean and Cass have?
That Dean and Cass have?
Yeah, especially in season 9.
They didn't have much of a friendship in season 9, right? I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of Dean and Cass storyline in season 9. Personally, I kind of enjoyed that. I think the whole Dean and Cass thing has gotten a little out of proportion. Some of you know what I mean. So I, you know, personally, Misha and I were a little glad that it you know, that got kind of snuffed a bit. But that's not to say that, I mean, obviously there is a, I think it's a kindred spirit. I think I think Cass finds identity with Dean. Because Cass is a bit of an outcast. You know, he has chosen free will. He has chosen to be outside the realm of where he should be technically. And I think that he has made decisions that that go against kind of what he is supposed to make. And Dean does that a lot too. Dean is he's a bit of a rebel and a bit of a chauvinist jerk, but I don't know that Cass identifies with that. But I think that there is a part of Dean's life and the decision making and the way that he handles, you know, the whole scenario of heaven and earth and hell and the apocalypse and purgatory and all of these things. He has a very clear kind of conscience about it. It's like there is right, there is wrong, there is black, there is white. It's very clear a lot of times to Dean. I mean, obviously things can muddle that, but for the most part, I think that that's what Cass can possibly identify with, and it helps him to make the decisions that he makes. So I think the kindred spirit is the relationship that they have. I don't think there's anything secret to their relationship, even though a lot of people wish there was. And I certainly know that Misha and I don't play that, so. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hello. First of all, I'd like to thank you for an amazing performance this season, especially with the nova-arcania. And you said earlier on season 10, bring on the challenges. I was just wondering if there was anything specific you're looking forward to. Maybe also considering how you're going to play Dean, but also maintain the Dean that we know and love.
Great question. And I will say that with every twist and turn of the storyline, I've always taken comfort in knowing that I can find the Dean within that storyline. No matter where they throw us, like, you know, I'll use this as an example. French Mistake. When they called us up and said, listen, this is an idea that we want to throw at you. What do you guys think about going this far out of the box? And my only request was, do I ever not play Dean? They're like, no, you're always Dean. And I'm like, then I can play Dean in any situation. I can find a way to play him because I'm close to him. I know him a little bit. So I think that to add the demon aspect is going to be challenging because I might not be able to outwardly play Dean. So it'll be very internalized, which sometimes doesn't translate to screen. You know, as an actor, you have to find a way to relate that to the screen, and that can be a bit of a challenge. I think Jared's done an amazing job in the challenges that he has faced with Sam, playing Sam, being somebody else, but still showing bits of Sam. I you know, hats off to him. I've always really kind of had to play Dean for the most part. There have been little episodes here and there where I've gone off, but so I'm interested in what the writers are going to, and really that's going to dictate where Dean goes is the way that they write him. But I have a lot of faith in our writers, as they have a lot of faith in us, and I think the collaboration will hopefully be something that you guys enjoy. So, fingers crossed.
Sure will.
Thank you.
Very much.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. First of all, I want to thank you for your other work, except for the Supernatural. It's 10-inch Hero. This movie means a lot for me, really. I watch it every month. It's like a charge for me. I feel myself with positive emotions, with belief and love in true friendship, and really thank you for it.
Thank you. That's a big compliment. Thanks.
And my question is, do you want to try yourself in different kind of movies? And if you want, which kind? What kind?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously, I think at some point in the distant future, the show will come to an end. What? The very distant future. Very distant future. All good things, right? So, but yes, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I see movies now, and I'll see television series or read books or whatever, and identify with certain characters, or look at that character and be like, oh wow, that'd be a really challenging role to play, or that would be a really fun character to play, and they're not all, cookie cutter. They're not all the same. They could be from a comedy, it could be from a drama, it could be from an action, it could be from a dramedy. So there's all kinds of different facets of film and television that I enjoy and respect and admire. And I just hope that I find characters that are as rich and developed and as fun to play as Dean Winchester.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Hi, these are really serious answers. I'm so sorry. I feel like I should bring Richard Spade up here and lighten the mood a bit. Tell me if I'm getting boring. I'm just gonna pour myself. No? You're too sweet. Hi, go ahead.
Hi. We hear a lot of stories about Misha being pranked by you and Jared, but we haven't heard anything about any other victims. Do you have some kind of criteria for a person to be pranked, or is it just something about Misha?
Yeah, it's just Misha.
What is it about him?
He's Misha.
And what does it mean?
I mean, his name is Misha.
He let you do some kind of stuff to him, or what?
It's your fault. We blame you guys, really, because you're interested in it. You are asking it. When Misha was going to direct, we were getting all these questions about what are you going to do to him, how much are you going to prank him, what kind of pranks are you guys thinking? Jared and I weren't going to do anything. And then he and I got together, and I'm like, wow, I think we really owe it to the fans to beat the shit out of this
But why
guy.
him? Okay, but why him?
You tell me. You're the one that wants us to prank him all the time.
Don't do that.
Don't?
Don't
You
put
might want.
your fault on us.
You might want to talk to Jared. No, honestly, you know why? Because I think it's because we like him so much. Do not tell him I said that.
Be sure we will.
There's kind of and I've heard it said a few times on set by crew members, when guest stars or returning characters will come back, and Jared and I start getting a little pranky with them. I've actually heard crew members pull those actors aside and be like, "You're in, they like you." So I guess in a weird way, it's a sign of affection. It's a sign of we like them, so we make them suffer. And Jared and I figured out very, very early on that if he and I prank each other, it would get really, really bad very quickly. And that we were much better adversaries. So we decided to we decided to join forces, and that's where we are.
Thank you.
So I guess if you come on set, if any of you ever come on set and we decide to embarrass you, or prank you, or physically harm you, it's because we like you.
Does it mean that you don't like Tamo because you didn't prank him? I asked.
Oh no. Oh really? He said no?
Yeah, he said no pranks to him.
Oh, then he doesn't, I mean, you, well, here's the deal. There's a couple of guys that have been on our show, Tomo being one of them, that, and I will say, we haven't built big pranks for him yet, but we've definitely messed with him on his coverage. And there's little bits of, you know, joking around, joking while the cameras are rolling, maybe when it's not particularly opportune for that person. And Jared and I will ham it up a bit, but see, the thing with Tomo is, I think he's
bigger than Misha.
No, I think Tomo makes Jared nervous. And it's because he's so professional and he's so good and he's so dialed in and he's an artist. He's a true but he's also kind of laid back and he doesn't take himself too seriously. I think that was Misha's big mistake. He took himself too seriously, and Jared and I looked at each other and were like, well, this ain't gonna last for long. But I think I think Tomo's time is coming. I'm trying to think of somebody else who has that kind of levity. Tomo just brings he's a big guy. Misha's not. Ask Osric too. Poor Osric, man. Has he talked to you guys about some of the stuff that we do to him? I mean, it's sad. I'm supposed to open a box. Thank you for your question. Thank you very much. Yeah, the pranks, sometimes and it just depends on what mood we're in. We work a lot. And if we come on set, we're in a good mood, and you're standing there and you're trying to be all serious, bad news for you. Especially if we're day drinking. That was for your benefit. Okay, I just picked the biggest box, I don't know why. Should I not pick the biggest? Which one? Which box did you guys want me to pick? Which one, the brown one? The big one? But there's something glittery in here. I ain't opening it. What in the holy hell? What is this? No. I'm gonna regret this. I really am. Let me see. Okay. All right. Can I ask you all a favor? And that is to close your eyes. I'm serious. Close your eyes, and I will. And then I will tell you to open them, and I apologize. Everybody's eyes closed. Close them. I'm serious. If I see eyes open, can I get the house lights on? Are there house lights? I need house lights. No? I can still see people. Eyes are open. I see you. I see you. Shit. This is a Harry Potter sorting hat. Which house do you belong to? Gryffindor? Ravenclaw? Ravenclaw? Hufflepuff? Slytherin? What the hell? I have never seen Harry Potter. Suck it. That's embarrassing. Very embarrassing. What am I supposed to do with this? Give lighter fluid and a match? I don't... What is this? Isn't Harry Potter like naked on Broadway now? I mean, why are we... What is... Why can't it be like a assault gun or a crossbow or a grenade launcher or something? All right, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with this. Somebody want this? Really? You want this? Why? Okay, who here is a Harry Potter fan? I believe the exits are there, and there. Well, 5 years and it's come to this. I should go. Can I go now? Can I go now? Okay, I'm gonna just pretend none of that happened. I'm gonna ask you all a favor, delete all of that. And we'll pretend that never happened. And we'll all ride off into the sunset in my Chevy Impala.